let's start with our dynamic warm-up. The feet come out just outside of the hips, and then we're gonna forward fold. We're gonna stay here for just a couple of seconds, maybe a couple of rounds of breath, more like it. You wanna relax the upper body. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Maybe reach the arms towards the floor and just let them hang. Relaxing through the spine, just letting the back of the legs wake up. Take a nice, big, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. We'll let it go. We'll take one more easy breath. And a nice, easy exhale. And then we're just gonna slowly start to point the toes out and pull the heels in. Find a nice, deep frog squat. And if you need to come up to more of a athletic stance with the hands on the knees, that's okay too. Find your spot. We're gonna hang here for just a second. Opening up through the hips. Opening up through the adductors. Then we're gonna bring our hands towards the floor. We're gonna reach our right arm up. It's gonna reach up, and then we're just gonna let it swing to the back of the room and come down like we're drawing a big half circle. It goes back up and over, and then we'll do the other side. Ooh, maybe a couple of cracks. Bring it up and over, and then we'll push into that fold, pointing the toes forward, and slowly roll to the top. Head comes up last. We add a shoulder roll once we get there. Good. We're going to take a plank walk out. We've got these in our workout today. Forward fold, bend the knees, reach the hands all the way down, walk it out, and then we step forward with the left foot and let the right knee meet the mat. Hanging here for a second to mobilize through that left hip, to lengthen out through that hip flexor. We'll take our left hand across the body, rotate it, reaching for the right side of the room, and then we'll lift it up and pull it back. Good. Bring it down. We're going to lift the right knee and step it back into a down dog and push the chest close to the legs. Lift the hips up high. Then we'll come back into our plank and step the right foot forward, letting that left knee sink to the mat. Mobilizing through that right hip. Lengthening through that left hip flexor. Hold it here for just a second. And we'll take our right hand, reach it for the left side of the room, and then we'll reach it up and back. Good. Bring it down, step it back, bend the knees, and walk the hands back to the feet. Take that slow roll to the top, rounding through the back, and let the head come up last, and then another shoulder roll at the top. Into the center of our mat, we're going to balance on our right leg and pull our left knee up. You don't want to pull it up so high that it hikes the hip. You want to keep the hips nice and even. We're just going to take that leg out to the side as we step it back. Finding our split stance, nice, big, wide stance here. We'll start to bend that left knee. Again, waking up the hip flexor. We're going to turn to the right and wake up that core as we reach the right arm back. Good. Step it in and shake it out. We'll do the other side. Balancing on the left. Pull the right knee up, but not hiking the hip. Swing it out and step it back. Slowly bend that right knee. And we're going to turn to the left, reaching the left hand back. Very good. Step it in and shake it out. We've got one more dynamic mobility move. We're going to balance on our right foot. Picking up our left, pushing the hips to the back of the room, reaching the arms long. We're just going to bring the back to that tabletop position. The chest comes parallel to the floor. Hold it here for just a second. And then we'll come up tall and step out left. Pushing the hips back to the left, pushing the butt out. We want to make a nice stretch in that right adductor. Just enough to wake it up. We step it in, shake it out, and we balance on the left. Picking up the right, pushing the hips back, slight bend in that left knee, bringing that back to a tabletop position. You're looking at the floor. Keeping the neck in line with the spine. Good, let's bring it up and step it out to the right. Push the hips back to the right. Stretch that left inner thigh again, just enough to wake it up. And we step it in and shake it out. So we're gonna do 2 circuits of work today. We've got strength mixed with some high intensity. We wanna get the heart rate high. Our first block of work has 4 moves in it. We're gonna work 30 seconds on, and we're gonna do 3 sets. We're gonna start with a nice, easy squat, and we're gonna kick with the heel of the foot, pushing to kind of get that hamstring a little bit of work too. All right, I'm gonna start the clock in 5. We'll take the feet underneath the hips or just outside in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna sit the hips back and down, find your squat, and then you're gonna come up balancing on one leg, and you're gonna push with the heel of one foot. Good. Back into your squat and then another push. Now, your kick can be low, it can be medium, or it can be high, whatever you're feeling. Maybe you want to take it into more of a kickboxing stance and really push the height of that kick. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. As you find more strength in your balance, you'll be able to dip down and kick at a little bit quicker pace, but just work with what feels good today. We're going to bring the hands up behind the ears, and in 3, 2, 1. We're going to twist as we drive the knee. Now the feet are underneath the hips. We're twisting, we're keeping our chest nice and open. It's a high knee march, and we're twisting to get that core work. Squeezing across the back, working the posture muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake out those legs. We've got some plank taps. So we're going to bring it down into our plank. You can do these high. You can do these modified if you need to with the knees down. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to stay right here. Tap one shoulder and then the other. Now, if you need to modify, don't be afraid to put the knees down. You're still at a 3-point plank, which causes lots of tension in the core, getting it stronger. We're more than halfway there. We have 10 seconds to tap. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back to a child's pose. And then help yourself up. Take your time. We've got some sprinters. We're really going to work through these quick and try to get our heart rate high. We're swinging the arms long, and we're driving our knee. Our right leg goes back. From here, we're going to reach our right arm forward and our left arm back. And for 30 seconds, we're just going to pull that right knee up and stand tall. Let's go. So you stand and pull the knee, and then you land back in your sprint. You can go as fast with these or as slow as you like. The bigger the arm swing, the higher the heart rate. Lengthening, get as long as you can between the toes and the fingers. And if you get off balance, take a second to regain. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're just going to step that left leg back. Right into it. Let's go. Left arm back. Left arm in front, left foot in back. There we go. Coordination. Land in your sprint. Pull the knee and swing. Ooh, off balance. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake it out. That's our first circuit. We're gonna do that 2 more times, starting with the squat kick. Now we're gonna keep the break short to keep working on increasing that heart rate. We'll go in 10 seconds, back to the squat with that kick out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your squat. Sit the hips back and down. Come out with the kick. You're pushing through the heel. It's a slight lean back. Take your time with the squat. Make sure you're not dropping your chest forward. And if you take a narrow stance, it allows you to go a little bit quicker if you like. 5 seconds. Push through the heel. Use that hamstring. All right, shake it out. Nice job. We've got our knee, not you, Siri. All right, we've got our knee drives in 5. In 3, 2, 1, high knee and a twist. You're bringing the knee up to the elbow and not the elbow down to the knee. Finding balance and squeezing the core. Keep squeezing the back, working those posture muscles. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring it down. Let's get into our plank position. We have shoulder taps in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now for 30 seconds, we're right here. You're keeping the hips nice and still, tapping one shoulder and then the other. If you need that modification, the knees come down. We're halfway there. It's 15 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step or jump the feet in and come up to your feet. We have those sprinters. 30 seconds on each side, and then that will complete round 2. We're going to go in 10 seconds. Step that right foot back. Nice big step back. Nice long line from the toes to the fingertips. In 3, 2, 1. You're going to drive the knee, land in the sprint. Pull that knee up tall. Lean forward. You're looking at the toes in that sprint position or somewhere in between your foot and the top of your mat. 10 seconds. Big arm swing. Pull it through. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Ooh. Feel that in the left glutes. Take a second. We're going to go with that left side in 5. Left leg goes back. Left arm comes in front in 3, 2, 1. Find your sprint position and then drive the knee. Pull it through quick. Pull the knee high. Let's get that heart rate up. If you feel off balance, take your time. Form is important. Safety is first. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nice job. We're going to do that again. One more time. And then we have one more circuit. Our next circuit is only 2 rounds. Heart rate's getting higher. That's great. We'll start in 15 seconds with our final round. If you need water, grab it. Take deep breaths. We go back to that squat kick in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Zip the hips back and down. Push. Keep the chest high. That kick can be low, medium, or high, wherever you like. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. 10 seconds. We go to our twist. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We drive the knee and rotate. Now, if you need to, keep the knees low. Keep that chest high. Keep the upper back squeezing. Elbows wide. 10 seconds. If you can, drive that knee up high. Lots of lower core. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take a second and bring it down for your plank. Pushing right through in 3, 2, 1. We have our shoulder taps. Now, if you want to stay in the high plank with the shoulder taps are too much, just stay in your high plank and work on that. You could tap one knee down if you need some support and then lift it up. Hold it for as long as you can and then tap and lift. And if you need that full knee support, take it and get those shoulder taps. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Take a little child's pose. Come up when you're ready. We have sprinters, last set, best set. Whether that means you're picking up your pace or you're finding better balance and form. We'll go in 5, 4, right leg back, 3, 2, and 1. Drive that knee. If you get off balance, take your time to restart your position. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going right into that left side. Step that left foot back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, left arm long. Let's go. The forward lean to an upright position. Big arm swings. Now, I'm an overachiever, so I'm working super fast, but take it at your own pace. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Ooh, the glutes. Heart rate should be elevated. Very good. Take a couple of moments. Catch your breath, and we'll grab some water. We have 3 moves for our final circuit. We're only doing 2 rounds. It's a plank walkout to a push-up. It is a shuffle from one side of the mat to the other. And we have a squat pulse. Again, driving those legs. It's 30 seconds each. It's 2 rounds. It's 3 minutes. And then we'll do some stretching. We're going to start in 10 seconds with our plank walkout to our push-up. In 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Just like in our warm-up, walk it out, find your plank. If you need the modification, drop the knees. Maybe lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Pressing everything up together. If you've modified, you'll lift the knees and walk it in. Now, I like to stay in the fold to give my hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. I'm just going to walk it right back out. Find my push-up. Walk it right back in. We have 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take your time or speed those up, whatever feels good to you. We're going to squat pulse. We're going to take our feet out nice and wide, slightly point the toes out, and let's go. You're going to pulse at the top or in the middle of your squat. We're not going to stand all the way tall. We're just finding a pulse. Now, I don't want it to be a little bounce. I want it to be a full pulse. Somewhere in the middle, we've got 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Wow. Hello, legs. We're starting at the edge of our mat. In 5 seconds, we're shuffling back and forth. We want to push that heart rate. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, you can shuffle and just stay right up here, going as far from one side of the room to the other as you can. If you want to add that squat, you'll reach down. Don't trip over your mat. And keep it moving. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Hopefully that elevated your heart rate a little bit like it did mine. We're going to give it 15 seconds and we're going to do our second set and then we're going to stretch. Nice little midday. Low impact, high intensity. Let's go. Plank walk out to that push up. Knees or toes up to you. You just want everything to lower together and everything to come up together, whether you're on your knees or on your toes. Find your challenge. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We'll come up from that. We've got our squat pulse and our shuffles, and then we stretch. Take that nice wide position with the feet, toes slightly out. In 3, 2, 1, we pulse. A nice pulse. You're pushing the entire foot into the ground, possibly a little bit more into the heel as we take this pulse up and down. Hold it here for 15. You got it. 3. Ooh, I was cutting it close. Now you've got 3, 2, and 1. Step in and shake it out. We've got our shuffles in 5, and then we stretch in 3, 2, 1. Keep it up top or squat and reach. I'm going to keep it up top. Just keep moving. 15 seconds. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake out the legs. Take a couple big deep breaths. Grab some water if you need it. And then we'll stretch. Nice job. Heart rate got elevated for me, not to max, but somewhere in the middle. And the more we do this, the quicker our heart rate will come down, which means we're getting more fit. The higher it will eventually go, indicating the same. When you're ready, let's start in a child's pose. And we're not gonna, actually, let's don't go all the way down to a child's pose. Just meet me right here in this tall seat. Sitting the hips to the heels. And we're just gonna take a second to close the eyes. And just breathe. Let the palms set onto the lap. Relaxing the shoulders. And relax the face. We're going to bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. You can keep the eyes closed if you'd like. I typically do that through my stretching for a more mind-body connection. We've got the fingers interlaced. We're lifting the arms away from the body to find a stretch through the shoulders, maybe down the arms. Good. We'll release that. Bring the fingertips out in front, interlace them, and push the palms out and tuck the hips and round the spine. Big C-spine here. Tuck the chin. And then we'll sit tall. Keep the fingers interlaced as you reach the palms up to the sky and arch the back. Big deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly bring the arms and the hands down to the mat. Let's walk it out. Untuck the toes and push the hips back to find a child's pose. We're going to bring the chin to the mat. Very good. Slowly round the spine up into a cat, lifting the hips from the heels, and then slowly let the hips come to the mat. Untuck the toes. If you need to come to the forearms, that's okay. Or stay right here and just take a couple deep breaths as you start to pull the shoulders down and back. Good. Let's slowly lift the hips back into that child's pose. This time the forehead comes to the mat. Good. Slowly coming up into a tall kneeling position. We're going to squeeze the glutes. I like to bring my hands to my low back, and I'm just going to start to arch my back and squeeze my glutes. Leaning it back. Now, if that's uncomfortable for your low back, you can sit the hips to the heels and just reach the hands behind you for the floor. We're looking for a stretch in the front of the legs. Now, if you can think about it, bring your neck in line with your spine. So if your eyes are open, you'd be looking at the sky. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And then we'll bring it up. We're going to bring our hands to the mat and push it up into a fold. Walk the feet to the hands. Let's take a fold and stretch the hamstrings. Hold that fold for just another round of breath. See if you can let the spine relax. When you're ready, start to slowly roll it up to the top. Head comes up last. Take a big shoulder roll. And we're just going to take one more stretch before we go. And I'm going to lean onto my counter, and you can hold on to something or the wall or a chair. We want to pull the knee in and then just slowly let that knee fall out to the side and keep pulling it gently. You want to find a stretch in that outside hip. Balancing on one leg. We'll do one side and then the other. So just take a lean if you can. Pull the knee in first and then let it fall out to the side a little bit, and then pull it a little bit closer. Good. Let's bring the feet out wide. Bring the hands to the knees and just press the palms into the inner knees and really just kind of open the hips as we take a couple nice big deep breaths. Straighten the legs into a straddle. Tuck the head. One last roll up whenever you are ready, nice and slow. Nice job today, working through some strength and conditioning. I'll see you next time.